This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
All right, Coach, big-time opponent coming in, nationally ranked Shelton State. Just talk about what kind of challenges they bring to your guys tonight.
Shelton State's a nationally ranked team, and traditionally they've been really good throughout the years, and it's an opportunity to play a non-conference opponent that is going to be really, really strong and benefit our team going into division play in the MAC-JC. And they have a 6'10" player that, a lot of their offense goes through the 6'10" player that they have. And he's a highly recruited player throughout the country. They have a Division I transfer at the point guard that is very talented. They have a wing player that is a tremendous shooter. And they have a really athletic, quick, off guard. And then their power forward plays with a lot of energy, and he adds size to him. He's about 6'6", 6'7". So they have a really strong lineup. They bring players off the bench that are really talented, and they're well coached. They have a really good coaching staff with a lot of experience, and the coaches have been really successful there. So it'll be an exciting opportunity, one that we're looking forward to, and we hope that we can grow from this opportunity moving forward.
Okay, of course you want to grow from the game like every game, but what would be your keys to victory tonight, brought to you by Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi?
The keys to victory would be, to limit the 6'10" kid from, just having a really, really big game, being able to keep them off the boards. They're going to be long, they're going to be athletic. Try to limit their transition baskets. Getting back on defense is going to be one of our objectives. Their guards are really fast and really quick, and we just need to get back to play 5-on-5 in the half court, and then execute. We need to take care of the basketball, find a way to get to the free throw line and get some easy baskets.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here. It's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, We've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank. From Iuka to Tupelo.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Nah, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula.
Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done. Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkey's for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that.
Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
Trayvonte Doolittle, point guard, Hughes, Arkansas. Cartisco Brown, guard, Moorhead, Mississippi.
Akeem Kirkwood, small forward, Word, Mississippi.
Darius Hobson, forward, Holcomb, Mississippi.
Jadakiss Williams, center, Memphis, Tennessee.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take you to the floor now for tonight's starting lineups being presented by Coke here for the ICC Indians and the Bucks of Shelton State.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Nah, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula.
Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done. Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkey's for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that.
Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen. We get set for tonight's nightcap between ICC and Shelton State. I actually got to make a quick correction to my score bug here as Shelton State comes in 21st in the country. As ICC will tip things off here. Shelton will be in their road black, trimmed in green and white. ICC will be in their home white, trimmed in red and blue. ICC trying to draw even on the night. We talked about a little bit in the pregame show with Coach Grant Pate. The ICC, well, they got a tall task in front of them tonight, literally. A 6'10" center for Shelton. As ICC with the basketball, pick it up, trying to cut backside. Shot is up, count the basket. And a nice backside look that time for ICC. Got the foul. And unfortunately for ICC fans, That was whistled on Brown. Instead of, I want to try to say this the best I can, Manyanyu, as that basket is no good from Kirkwood. ICC leads it 2-0. 19:20 to play here in the first half. ICC nearly takes it away. Loose ball on the floor, and Shelton able to come back and get it. Manyanyu with it now, and there's going to be a reaching foul whistled here on Jadakiss Williams. That's one thing the freshman out of Memphis struggled with in the first game of the year, was early foul trouble, and there is his first foul of the game. Each team with one foul in the contest. We'll try to bring you your starting lineup here in a moment for Shelton State. Of course, our starting lineup's being brought to you by Coke. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination. Cartisto Brown nearly tied that one up. Inside they go now to the big man, number 6'10". Manyanyu, shot is up, no good. Rebound being fought for underneath, and Jadakiss Williams finds it. Here's your starting five for Shelton State. Number 1, Brown. Number 2, Sanders. Number 3, Pitts. 22, Crawford. And number 23, Moyoung. And ICC with it now. 8:40 to play, 2-0. ICC with the lead over number 21, Shelton State. Turnaround shot in the paint, no good. The tip is there. That was Jadakiss Williams. Williams with the basket. Quickly down the other end, there's a foul on ICC. That foul whistled on number 22 for the Indians. That's going to be Hobson. Hobson had a double-double in his last time out. It was Hobson and Anthony Diggins, each with a double-double. And the Indians win over Lawson State last week. Thought about the three-pointer, ball fakes. Good ball movement by Shelton. Three-pointer halfway down, no good in the rebound. Pulled down by ICC. Now here comes the Indians. This is going to be number 23, Doolittle with it. Trevante Doolittle scored 16 in his last outing. Jadakiss Williams, high arching shot is good. Williams with his 4th point of the game, and now here comes Shelton on the other end. The big man wants the three. It's off the mark, no good, and ICC gets the rebound. Cartisco Brown, the smallest player on the floor, grabbing the board. Now ICC wants to get out and try to push out on this lead. They lead it 6-0. Ball is slapped away into the ICC Foundation broadcast booth here. And it goes out of bounds, so it will stay with Shelton, or excuse me, will stay with ICC. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 17:45 to play here in the first half. ICC will toss it in. This is going to be Doolittle, Trevante Doolittle with it, running the point for ICC. Doolittle didn't force the issue. Now going to back it back out and reset here. 8 seconds now on the shot clock. Doolittle drives in, floater in the paint is off the mark, no good. Easy rebound. Ripped down that time. I believe that was Heath, who just checked in the contest during that last break. Driving inside, scoop shot is off the mark, no good. Rebound being fought for underneath, and ICC hustles it down. Great job that time by Kirkwood, getting on the deck and getting the basketball. Doolittle driving inside. His shot is no good. Williams with the rebound. His putback is good. Indians out to a hot start. Jadakiss Williams with 6 of the Indians' 8 points. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take it with them and be back with more right after this on Let's Go ICC TV.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Out of the timeout, ICC leading it 8-0 with 17 minutes and 3 seconds to go here in the first half. Shelton State with the basketball, looking to drive inside. Turnaround baseline jumper is up and good. That was number 5 with the basket. That's Heath. Their first points of the contest for Shelton. 8-2, ICC with the lead with 16:45 to play until halftime. Lady Indians fell 85-80 in overtime to the number 6 team in the country. Williams with the basketball, looking to go to work. Lost his handles. Now Hobson with it. Hobson's going to be tied up, and a jump ball is going to be called. And possession arrow is in favor of ICC. So a unique situation for ICC this season. They have a roster full of freshmen. Nobody returning from last year's team except Rance Champ, and he was a redshirt freshman. ICC is going to lob it back. This is going to be Madarius Hobson. Hobson, the Northeast Mississippi Daily Journal Player of the Year out of Holcomb, Mississippi. Drops it off now. This is going to be Doolittle. 4 seconds on the shot clock, and there's going to be an illegal screen. That's going to be the second foul whistled on number 11, Jadakiss Williams, so he will have to check out of the contest. Into the game will be number 24, Shamar Brown. Well, as we said, that was one thing that Williams was hampered with in the first game of the year, was the fact that he ran into some foul trouble and is in foul trouble, having to check out with 16 and a half minutes left to go in the first half. Man-to-man defense out of the Indians. They lead it 8-2 over the number 21 team in the country, and a good job from Brown to poke it away from behind. Now here comes Doolittle in transition, I should say, and a foul whistled on Shelton State. That foul whistled on number 13, Bowen. That is going to be the team's second foul. ICC has been whistled for 3. That's the first foul whistled on Bowen. I tell you what, folks, the way the Lady Indians play and the Indians are playing right now, if you like up-tempo basketball, this is where you want to be. As that free throw is off the mark, no good for Doolittle. If you're commentating back-to-back fast-paced basketball games like I am, boy, oh boy, I need to shut up more in the week. 8-2 is your score. Awaiting the second free throw here from Doolittle. The Southpaw's free throw is good. Nice adjustment that time by Doolittle. He's got 1 point, and ICC leads it 9-2. 7 is the lead. 8 was the largest of the night as the turnaround hook shot from the 6'10 Magnan is how you say his name. I will not say that right again, so I apologize in advance. Three-pointer on its way. Off the mark, no good. Brown saves the rebound. Hobson goes up and tries to get it, saved it in bounds. And now here comes Shelton trying to get back. Lobs it backside. Tried to throw it down, nothing there. The ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Indians. You kind of heard the dismay of some of the ICC faithful here in the gym tonight. A great crowd once again out to support the Lady Indians and the Indians this evening. So Shelton with the basketball. Looking to drive inside, kicks it out. Thought about the 3, nothing there. Good defense by Kirkwood. Feed it inside to the big man. He goes up and he is fouled on the floor before putting it up. And so it'll be ball on the baseline here for Shelton. Shot clock to 20 seconds. 15 minutes and 16 seconds to play. Inside they go to Magnan. His turnaround shot way off the mark. And he's going to get the treatment from the ICC crowd. So here comes ICC with the basketball. They lead it 9-4. Frantic pace of the contest has slowed down dramatically here between these two teams. Doolittle with the basketball, swings it around. This is going to be Kirkwood driving inside, knifes his way up. Hobson gets the rebound. His putback no good. Loose ball on the floor, and it's going to be out of bounds to Shelton State. Substitution coming in the game now is going to be number 4 for Shelton State. This will be Lancaster. This substitution being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. They meet Monday nights at 7:07. They also meet Wednesdays at lunch. All they ask is bring $2 and a friend. As they go inside to Magnan, his shot was blocked. And his second shot count the basket, and he's fouled from behind. So a big-time make that time, big time stop by the Indians. And did a good job following his shot that time was Magnan. And he's got 4 points and a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way here. Substitution coming into the game for the Indians will be number 4, Miller. Magnan's free throw, in and out, no good, and the rebound to Kirkwood. 9-6, ICC weathering the storm that is the Shelton rally here. They've led as much as 8, now lead by 3. Man-to-man defense out of the Bucks. Indians trying to adjust to it. Brown gives it over to Doolittle. Doolittle is going to reset now. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Out to Brown. Brown wanting to go on the drive, nothing there. Now spot up 3, yes! Brown buries the three-pointer. Quickly down the other end is Shelton. The tip is not there. 2 Indians fighting over the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds, and it will stay with the Bucks. So miscommunication on the part of the Indians that time, getting aggressive on the boards. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by ICC. So Shelton with the basketball. Get it inside to Munyon. Tries to feed it inside. Slapped away. ICC nicely played defensively. Hobson with it now. Wants to challenge inside. The ball was tied up. He's able to get it back. Kicks it back out. Three-pointer on its way. Off the mark. No good. Rebound is chased down by Hobson. Hobson feeds it inside to Miller. Miller's layup. Miller with a nice job clearing the basketball away from the 6'10 Munyon to get the basket to fall. Good answer, though. On the other end, that was number 4 with the basket, I believe. That is going to be Lancaster and his first points of the game. So that quiets this ICC crowd. 14-8. ICC with the lead, coming up on 13.5 minutes to play. Inside to go, Miller. Shot denied by Munyon. Well, you're going to probably see a lot of blocked shots by that young man tonight, standing at 6'10". Three-pointer from the corner is good. Back-to-back baskets for Lancaster. He's got 5 points now. And that's a big basket there. Makes it a three-point contest. 13 minutes to play here until halftime. 14-11. ICC with the lead. Indians with the basketball. This is going to be Doolittle wanting to work one-on-one. Nothing there. Drops it out to Brown. Brown for 3. Off the mark. No good. Munyon with the rebound. So Shelton wanting to push now. Had numbers on the backside. Just couldn't push the length of the floor, and that's a travel. Took 3 steps running up to shoot the three-pointer. He did make the 3, but it is no good due to the walk call. Brown checks back into the game here for Shelton State. Checking in for the Indians, number 3, Carroll. Number 15, Champ. And number 12, Anthony Diggins into the game for ICC. 14-11, ICC leading the number 21 team in the country, Shelton State. 12.5 to play here until halftime. Backdoor, extra pass in the corner, Diggins. Good defensive movement that time on the part of Shelton. Shelton working in that man-to-man defense. ICC now working with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Kirkwood's going to have to go. 4 seconds. Diggins puts the shot up, and it banks it in. Diggins with the big make there as the shot clock was running deep. And ICC gets the basket, pushes the lead back out to 5, 16-11. Three-pointer on its way. That one good. Shelton starting to heat up. Crawford with his first points of the game. Is back to a 2-point contest. 11:55 to go here until halftime. ICC 16, Shelton 14. This is Carroll with the basketball, looking for that backdoor cut. Nothing there. Now swings it back up top. Diggins with the basketball. Fake to 3. Now drives inside. There's a foul on the floor. So a good ball fake to get the defender in the air. Just grabbed him as he went by. And so now the ball will go back to the Indians on the baseline. 11:40 to play here. 16-14. ICC with the lead here over the number 21 Shelton State. Ball is going to be slapped out of bounds. It will stay with the Indians on the baseline. As this is going to be Carroll to inbounds here for ICC. 20 seconds on the shot clock once the Indians get it in. They do so to Diggins. Diggins is going to back it back out to Carroll, who's going to reset the offense for ICC with 15 seconds. 2-3 zone out of Shelton. They've been tenacious out of the man-to-man defense, now switching up to that zone look. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Kick it out. Kirkwood for 3. Yes! Kirkwood with his first three-pointer of the game, and ICC's back to a 5-point advantage, 19-14. Three-pointer on the other end, well off the mark, no good, and the Indians with the rebound. ICC wanting to push now. Here come the Indians on the offensive end, didn't have the numbers. Wisely backs it back out, does Diggins. Skip court pass. Jumper off the mark, no good. Rebound, tipped out in the hands of the Indians. Baseline jumper, too hard, and Shelton's going to chase it down. Boy, a big-time opportunity there for the Indians to get a rare second shot opportunity for either one of these teams. 19-14 is your score. 10:45 to go here in the first half. ICC with the lead. ICC wearing their home white, and Shelton wearing their road black. The big man, the 6'10 guy, he has taken 3 three-pointers in the game. Only 2 of them count. He made one of them, but it was waved off due to a traveling call. 10.5 to play until halftime. ICC 19, Shelton State 14. Indians with the basketball. Into the corner they go with it. Kirkwood, extra pass to Miller. Yes! Beautiful play that time by the Indians. As you'll see that extra pass come up here, and Miller finishes with the bucket, and ICC now takes a 21. Putting on the wrong score is the reason why it's not right. 21-14 lead. Three-pointer on its way, good. Big answer that time by Lancaster. His second three-pointer of the game. And Lancaster makes it a 21-17 contest. Inside 10 minutes to play now until halftime. ICC trots the ball into the front court. 2-3 zone. As ICC crowd getting pumped up as they see Boone come off the bench to check into the contest. Inside out they go, three-pointer off the mark, no good, and the rebound's going to be pulled down by Shelton. Didn't have numbers, so Shelton's going to slow it down now. 21-17. ICC with the lead with 9.5 to play here until halftime. Shelton in their road black trimmed in green and white. ICC in their home white trimmed in red and blue. Shelton picked it up, throws it inside to Munyong, and he is fouled. And so Munyong was fouled before the shot. That's going to be a foul whistle on Diggins. Substitution into the game here for ICC will be Boone checking into the contest. First time we'll see Boone this season. And another substitution coming in for ICC will be Madarius Hobson. And Kirkwood will check out. These substitutions being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. They're actually meeting right now over the oldest organization on campus. That's the ICC BSU. Follow them on Twitter at ICC BSU. Shelton with the basketball. They trail 21-17. 9 minutes to play. Deep NBA range three. Off the mark, no good. And Boone rakes down the rebound. So ICC now trying to get some points on the other end to build this lead out once again. They lead number 21 Shelton 21-17. Swings it around the perimeter. Baseline, they go to Hobson. Hobson, extra pass. Boone goes up, and he's fouled. Couldn't get the shot to fall, but he'll head to the free throw line for a pair of opportunities coming up here for Boone. Indians with some nice ball movement to find that backside open tonight against this tough defense out of Shelton. Boone looking for their his first points of the year. That free throw is no good for Boone. 21-17 for the tail end of this two-shot opportunity coming up here for Boone. Boone taking a lot of time shooting this free throw. Second one is on its way, and that one no good. But there is a rebound by Hobson, but he lost it out of bounds. So two misses there by Boone. The rebound went to the Indians, but lost it off the foot of his, after he tried to, I guess, wrestle the ball away that time. ICC jumping out in the press. Shelton, no problem bringing the ball into the front court now. Trapping that man-to-man defense are the Indians. Now they reset man-to-man. Inside 8.5 to play. 21-17 ICC with the lead here over Shelton State. Shelton looking to go to work. Now skip pass over to the far side of the floor. Three-pointer on its way. That one back iron no good. Rebound is tipped. Second time is tipped, and the ball is loose on the floor, and Shelton comes away with it. Good hustle by the Bucks to be able to come back and get the basketball. Wisely resets the offense. Shelton with it now. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Three-pointer off the back iron, no good. Long rebound, though, by the Bucks. Well, good job by the Bucks, able to chase that one down. Driving inside, scoop shot, no good, but we've got a foul. And then a kick by there's a technical foul as number 23, Munyong, kicked the player as he was down on the floor. He's trying to say he slipped. I'm sorry.
No, that was intentional.
Yeah, that was intentional for sure. And he's going to try to plead his case, but yeah, clear kick that time by 23. A flagrant foul going to be called. So F1. And so the referees are going to sort this all out. So the foul was on Munyong. And then a flagrant one is going to be called on Young. So it should be a 1-and-1 opportunity. No, it shouldn't be a 1-and-1. So it's only the 6th-team foul. And so the referee's explaining this to the head coach of Shelton.
Here we go, White. Let's go.
And so should be free throws for the flagrant foul or technical foul. And then ICC should get the basketball. So this looks like this is going to be number 15, Rance Champ, heading to the free throw line. So that free throw is good there from Champ. And the second one good as well. So Champ gets them both. Makes it a 23-17 game. So the Indians with the basketball. Indians with it now, working around the perimeter. Looking to drive inside, nothing there. Good defensive movement out of Shelton, and he's going to travel.
Shoot the ball! Shoot it if you're open! Both of y'all now. Shoot it if you're open. Hey, shoot! Hey, zone one.
So the Indians fall back in a 2-3 zone. As trying to go that high-low set now as they adjust to the adjust to the 2-3 zone here out of the Indians do Shelton. 23-17, 7 minutes to play until halftime. Good movement by the Indians defensively. Baseline jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound's going to be last touched out of bounds by Shelton. So the Indians with the basketball. 23-17 is their lead. 6:50 to go here until halftime. And then we've got an illegal screen here on the Indians. That foul's going to be whistled on Boone of the Indians. So player control foul on the Indians. No free throws will be coming up here, as that's the team's 7th foul. Shelton's been called for 6, so the next foul on Shelton will result in free throws and both teams being in the bonus for this final 6.5 to play here until halftime. ICC leading 23-17. Shelton being very patient, working against this zone defense. Baseline jumper on its way, good. That was Brown with his first points of the evening. Makes it a 23-19 contest. ICC is going to look at a zone defense, or actually now it's going to be a man-to-man defense out of Shelton. Kirkwood with the basketball. Thought about the three. Going to back it back out now and try to reset here. Working off a screen. Now kicks it around to the corner. Into the corner they go. Thought about the three, and ICC hesitant to shoot the basketball. Dangerous pass nearly thrown away. Now ICC working with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Kirkwood goes inside, loses control of the basketball on his way up. And now Shelton gets it as they corral it with just a second left on the shot clock. Shelton driving inside. Layup is up in and good. That's Heath with his 4th point of the ball game, and now here come the Bucks. They've made it a 2-point contest, 23-21, 5.5 to go here until halftime.
Go, Rance!
3-pointer on his way for the Indians. Off the mark, no good. Rebound being tipped around, and the Bucks control it. Shelton now wanting to get out and run. Doesn't have numbers. Wisely backs it back out. Did Heath that time. Swinging around the perimeter. Thought about the three. Now drives inside. Scoop shot is left short. No good. Rebound tipped around, and Kirkwood gets it. Now Kirkwood wanting to get out and run for the Indians. Skip it around, and ICC just a bad pass that time. Looked like he couldn't make up his mind if he wanted to go to Chance or Diggins. So the turnover gives it back now to Shelton State. So Shelton with the basketball now. Inside 5 minutes to play until halftime. ICC clinging to a 23-21 lead. And a travel is going to be the call here on Shelton State. The shot was good, but it was waved off on the traveling call. Substitution coming in here for ICC. I tell you what, let's just reset the players on the floor here for ICC. This reset being brought to you by Coca-Cola. Cartisco Brown wearing number 10. Number 24, Shamar Brown. Number 23, that is Doolittle. Number 5, Akeem Kirkwood. And number 22 is Hobson for ICC. Inside they go. This is Brown wanting to go to work. Turnaround shot is good. Nicely done by Brown that time. His first basket of the ball game, and a big answer there to push the Indians back up by 4. Shelton in a trap, throws away from it, now wanting to drive baseline. Nicely done defensively that time by Kirkwood to force him back up top. Indians play some tough man-to-man. Into the corner they go. Thought about the three, then lost the basketball. It's going to go, no, it does not go out of bounds. It stays in bounds. And good hustle that time by Akeem Kirkwood. I don't know if Kirkwood has came off the floor tonight. So 4:11 to play here. 25-21 is your score in the first half. ICC with the lead. Shelton with the basketball. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Shelton's going to have to hurry. Forces it up. Off the mark. No good. Offensive rebound, though, is good. Sanders with his first points. A big-time break there for Shelton. Got the wild shot off, made contact with the rim, and was able to put it back on the offensive rebound. 25-23, ICC clinging to a 2-point advantage. Brown driving inside, and he is mugged that time. No call, and here comes Shelton on the other end. Layup is good. Shelton has tied this contest after that layup from Sanders, his 4th point of the night. 25-25. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here until halftime. As Doolittle backs it back out. Drops it off. Now they want to go inside to Hobson. Hobson wanting to go to work. Turnaround shot is off the mark. No good. Rebound ripped down by Shelton. Now Shelton's wanting to get out and push on the far side of the floor. Swinging around the perimeter. This is Sanders. He's been hot. Now goes inside. Layup is up in and good. Little quick step that time by Bowen. And the Bucks take their first lead of the night, and ICC takes a timeout. 27-25. ICC trailing by 2 with 2:57 to go here in the first half of play. We'll take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. 2:55 to play here until halftime. Shelton, the number 21 team in the country, has battled back to take a 27-25 lead here over the Indians. They've outscored the Indians currently 10-4 on this run to retake the lead. ICC with the basketball. Shot is off the marker. Air ball, actually. And now here comes Shelton trying to build on their 2-point lead. The ball is out of bounds. And the referee, had his back turned and didn't see it. He had his back turned. That was clearly off Shelton that time, and a tough break for the Indians. As the referee at half court could overturn that one, or one of the other referees could. So a break there for Shelton. And Shelton wants the timeout. So Shelton's going to take the timeout. We're going to take it with them. A 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll take the break. ICC trailing 27-25. Back with more right after this.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here. It's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
And welcome back out of the timeout. 27-25 is your score. Shelton State with the lead. 2:25 to play here until halftime. Then ICC steals the inbounds. Great job by Doolittle. Now ICC trying to get out in transition. Hobson spins inside. Yes! Beautiful play that time by Hobson to go down and get his first points of the night. The spinner and the kiss off the glass is good. ICC now ties it up at 27. Trap up top, nearly turns it over. Shelton keeps it. Three-pointer from the corner, and it's a foul as that time Brown went out, tried to block the shot, got him across the arm, and then also falling to the floor that time kind of helped the cause a little bit, but it was a foul across the arm as Heath will go to the free throw line to shoot 3. And even 2 minutes to play here until halftime. Shelton 27, ICC 27. If you're just now joining us, the Lady Indians, man, oh man, they took the number 6 team to the country to the wire. They fell 85-80 in overtime as that first free throw from Heath is no good. Waiting the second free throw here from Heath. It's off the arc, no good. So back-to-back misses, so the tail end of this 3-shot opportunity here for Heath. 2 minutes to play, 27-27 is your score. And the second one good, or excuse me, the third time a charm there for Heath. He's now got 5 points in the contest. Makes it a 28-27 score now. Inside 2 minutes to go until halftime. ICC trailing by 1 here to the number 21 team in the country, Shelton State. Doolittle with the basketball, working against a man-to-man defense. Actually, excuse me, matchup zone now out of Shelton. Miller with it. Dangerous pass. Doolittle has to chase it down, gets to it. Doolittle wanting to work one-on-one, drives inside, stops. Southpaw's jumper is no good. Oh, the iron unkind for Doolittle that time. And the rebound ripped down by Pitts of Shelton State. Shelton now wanting to push on the other end, try to feed it inside. The ball is going to be lost out of bounds. Good defense that time on the part of Miller of the Indians to force the turnover, and ICC gets it back. 1:23 and counting. 28-27 is your score. ICC trailing by 1 to Shelton. Indians with the basketball. Doolittle dribbles over on the right wing, wants to work off a screen. Good switch that time on the part of Shelton. Brown from the corner for 3, yes! Brown buries the three-pointer, his second three-pointer of the game, and he's got 6 points this evening. The lead back to the Indians now, 30-28, inside a minute to play. And they pass inside, a late call, but the correct call, as the referee at midcourt called the charge that time. And so that foul whistled on Crawford. I was wondering what, there had to be at least a block or a charge called, and the referee at half court shook his head, blew his whistle, and called the charge on the Bucks. So ICC with the basketball. 30-28 is your score. Indians want to close this final 38 seconds strong here, heading into halftime. Brown goes inside. He's hammered, and he's fouled, and will go to the free throw line. I'll tell you what, that kid is quick as a hiccup with that first step. And if you don't, and he's got a good enough three-pointer that you've got to come up and respect his three-point shooting ability. So he will head to the free throw line. First free throw from Brown is good. Francisco Brown with 7 points in the contest. ICC leading 31-28 now. Lancaster will check into the game here. You got to know where he is, as he's got a pair of three-pointers. He's got 8 points on the night. Awaiting the second free throw here from Brown. It's on his way, and it's good as well. Brown knocks them both down. He's got 8 points to lead all scorers in the contest. He and Lancaster of Shelton. 5 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock here. Shelton with the basketball. Three-pointer on its way, yes. Sanders steps into it and rips it for his 7th point of the game. And the lead now back to 1 to the Indians, 32-31. ICC can hold off for the last shot if they want to in this situation, as the shot clock is off. Doolittle wanting to work one-on-one, drives inside. His shot blocked, and Shelton saves an inbound. Shelton's going to hurry it up the floor. 1 second, the floater is up and no good. We've played one half, 32-31, ICC with the lead. It's been a wild night of basketball so far here in Fulton. We'll take a break and come back with a Little Caesars halftime report right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say, it's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza, then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6. Pizza.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back here. As you hear the ICC All-American Band fired up at halftime. ICC leading at 32-31 here at the break. Let's take a look at some first half stats being brought to you by Sonic here in Fulton. For ICC, they were led in scoring by Cartisco Browns, 8 points. Williams added 6, 5 from Kirkwood. Miller had 4, 2 from Diggins, Champs with 2, Hobson with 2, Doolittle with 1, and Shamar Brown with 2 as well. For Shelton, it was Brown with 2 points, Sanders with 7, Lancaster with 8, Heath with 5, Bowen with 2, Crawford with 3, and Manyong with 4. So that rounds out your Sonic scoring here in the first half as we're having our Little Caesars halftime shootout. The winner of this contest here at halftime, you got 30 seconds to make the most free throws possible to win a large pizza from Little Caesars here in Fulton. We got one at the buzzer. Do we have one down here? And we got 3 on this other end. So we do have a winner as Emily Schaefer will win tonight's Little Caesars halftime shootout. She'll get a large single topping pizza from our friends here at Little Caesars. So congratulations to Emily there here in Fulton. We're about 7.5 minutes away from the start of the second half. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll come back with more of the Little Caesars halftime report right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com and ESPN 95.1 The Fan.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say, it's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza, then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at the ICC pep band across the way. ICC leading 32-31 here at the break. Let's take a look at some first half highlights being brought to you by Little Caesars while you listen to the ICC pep band. And that was the ICC All-American Pep Band playing you some tunes there to halftime. We'll take a break. ICC leads at 32-31 here at the half.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say, it's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza, then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here. It's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
The longer a person has diabetes, the more likely they are to develop diabetic retinopathy. If left untreated, diabetic retinopathy can lead to blindness. That's why it's important for diabetics to have a comprehensive eye examination with dilation once a year. I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef. No, corn-fed. On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula.
Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done.
Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that.
Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
When I think of potential, I think of a matchstick. When a matchstick reaches its potential, it releases a flame that ignites everything around it. 2018 brings new potential for you and your life at Itawamba Community College, where you are each empowered to do great things. You can be better, accomplish more, and live a life that is above the bar. Your potential is here.
And welcome back to action as we get set for the second half of play here from Fulton. ICC leading number 21, Shelton State, 32-31 at the break. On the floor for ICC to start the second half. Looks like it may be the original starting five. Number 5, Kirkwood. Number 11 is Williams. Number 10, Cartisco Brown. Number 22, Hobson. And number 23, Doolittle. Yes, that is your original Coca-Cola starting five, starting the second half here for ICC. Appears to be the same here for, no, excuse me, actually it's not going to be the same here for Shelton. Instead it'll be number 5, Heath, number 22, Crawford, number 23, Magnon, number 3, Pitts, number 2, Sanders. So we're getting set to start the second half of play. Shelton will have the basketball. They'll be moving left to right on your screen, wearing the road black trimmed in green and white. ICC in their home white trimmed in red and blue. Magnon gets the interior pass and gets the layup to fall. Good start to the second half there for the Bucks. 6 points on the night for Magnon. So ICC with the basketball. The Indians rotating around the perimeter. Three-pointer on its way, halfway down, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Shelton. ICC fell asleep defensively that time. Munyung gets the rebound. Had the ball slapped away, though, by Brown. Tries to drop it inside, and it's turned over, and Shelton State gets it back now. Coming back down the other end. Layup is up in and good, and Shelton out of the gate like a bolt of lightning as that shot was up in and good. I believe that was Crawford. Yes, it was Crawford getting his 5th point of the game. Three-pointer off the back iron, no good. Hobson with it. Brown gets it back now, wanting to drive inside. Didn't like what he sees and backs it back out. Three-pointer from Kirkwood. That one off the mark, no good. And Munyung easily gets the rebound. So Shelton with the basketball. And then there's Young taking it away, and that's going to be a holding foul. Whistled on Crawford. Crawford negated the fast break opportunity there. Not a bad foul on the part of Crawford that allow his teammates to catch up with him. That's only his 2nd foul. But we still talk about that speed of Brown becoming a problem. He can get after you defensively as well as offensively. So now ICC with the basketball. Needing the basket in a big way this trip down the floor. Inside they go. Williams kicks it back out to Brown, and he's out of bounds. Just a bad possession there for the Indians. Looked like Williams had a chance to turn around, put that shot up, tried to make the extra pass. Brown was crashing the boards. And so the turnover gives the ball back now to Shelton State. Shelton with the basketball. 18 minutes of play here in the second half. They lead at 35-32. ICC looking for their first points of the second half. Shelton with the basketball. Driving inside, skips it into the corner. Three-pointer on its way. That one off the mark, no good. And Hobson collects the rebound. So now here come the Indians wanting to push on the offensive end. 17:45 to play. They trail by 3, 35-32. Brown with the basketball. Kicks it out. This is going to be Kirkwood. Back to Brown. Brown, deep three-pointer. Yes! Big basket knocked down that time by Brown. That is his 3rd three-pointer of the night. He's the first Indian in double digits with 11. And we've got a foul on the other end. And that's going to be on Brown, so he picks up the foul after making the 3, and it was a big one. As ICC ties it up 35-35, that's going to be the 2nd foul whistled on Cartisco Brown.
Switch it, get inside.
Going to lob it inside. Munyung with it, the big 6'10 center. Inside drive, and that's going to be a pushing foul. They're going to say before the shot, and that's going to be the 3rd foul on Williams. Now that's one thing Jadakiss has struggled with in his first 2 games of the year has been foul trouble.
Now ball screen, ball screen. Get out! Help, dig.
Inside they go, three-pointer on his way, and it's good. Nothing but the bottom of the net that time for Heath. He's got 8 points, his first three-pointer of the night. 38-35 is the score.
Hey, green, let's go.
17 minutes to play now. ICC with the basketball. Inside they go with it, looking for a little give and go. Nothing there. Ball was slapped away, and they're tumbling into us here in the ICC Foundation broadcast booth. Out of bounds, last touch by the Indians, and Coach Porter was bailing out on me.
Hey, I'm getting out the way. Those are guys, not girls.
Run the play!
So 3-point contest in favor of Shelton right now. 38-35, 16:50 to play here in the second half. Brown steps in front of that one and takes it away. Brown with the basketball, drops it inside to Hobson. Hobson goes inside, count the basket. Hobson with his 4th point of the night. And a chance at a 3-point play the old-fashioned way here. And a chance to tie it as well. Hobson with 4 points on the night. Second free throw, or excuse me, the 3-point play converted the old-fashioned way. Hobson now with 5 with the +1. We're tied at 38. Shelton with the basketball. ICC getting after him defensively. Baseline drive opens up, layup too strong, and the rebound chased down by Kirkwood. Now here come the Indians wanting to push. Up before they go to Hobson. Hobson, ooh, good look that time, but good defensive effort. Not giving up on the play was Crawford. He was able to get in front of that one. Crawford puts it underneath, and the layup is good. Nice transition play that time as Sanders gets the basket. Good answer on the part of the Bucks to retake the lead, 40-38. Anything you could do, I could do better so far here in the second half as ICC saw Shelton get out to a strong start, have rallied back to tie it, now trail by 2.
Oh.
And that time Brown just trying to do a little too much as the ball goes out of bounds, last touch by the Indians. Some of that youthful mistakes coming up for the Indians. We talked about it in the women's game, talked about it some tonight in the men's game as well. Some of these younger players growing up, being baptized by fire, if you will, against a very tough competition tonight. This is Crawford looking to drive inside, challenges Hobson. His layup is up and good. Indians just could not get to it that time as Crawford blew right past the defender, easy layup. And the lead now expands to 42-38, 15 and a half to play now here in the second half. Indians need a basket. Kirkwood with it here on the left wing. Now works it over to Brown. Brown swings it over. This is going to be Shamar Brown. He wants the three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound being tipped around, and Shelton gets it. Shelton wanted to slow it down for a minute. They lead at 42-38, coming up on 15 minutes of play here in the second half. And there's going to be a foul whistled here on the Indians. That's going to be on number 10. And that's going to be Brown, and we'll have a substitution coming in for Brown. This will be Rance Champ, and that's going to be the foul, third foul on Cartisco Brown. Well, Brown takes some chances, tries to get in the hip pocket of the defender. That time got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, and he gets his third foul. And a travel. Well, that time Pitts really didn't know what he wanted to do with the basketball. Took that extra step before putting it on the floor. Turnover gives it back to the Indians. 42-38, 14:59 to play here in the second half. Substitution coming in the game here for the Bucks. This will be number 13, Bowen, checking in. Checking out will be Pitts. This substitution being brought to you by the Bank of Oklahoma. So the Indians with the basketball, they trail 42-38. Inside 15 minutes to play here in the second half. Man-to-man defense out of the Bucks. This is Doolittle with the basketball. Great defense on the part of Shelton State, taking away the two options that the Indians were trying to find there, and Doolittle goes down. Looks like he was hitting the knee, and he is still down on the floor. And Munyong will get the basket, and Doolittle is down. Doolittle down on the floor right now, still down, so an injury timeout on the floor. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
Student involvement is a top priority here at Itawamba Community College.
If you want to be involved with student government, then the Student Government Association is the place for you.
If you have a stellar GPA, then Phi Theta Kappa is for you.
If you're interested in the diverse culture of our campus population, then the Diversity Club is for you.
If you're interested in leadership and service, then Indian Delegation is for you.
If you're majoring in computer programming or computer networking, then CPNA, the Computer Programming Networking Association, is for you.
If you're interested in good conversations and free lunch on Thursdays, then the Wesley Foundation is for you.
Our health science programs also have specific organizations for those majors.
Student Activities is excited to bring you new opportunities here at the ICC Tupelo campus.
Whatever your passion may be, we have a place for you.
This video is brought to you by Phi Theta Kappa, Beta Chi Sigma, Tupelo campus.
And welcome back out of the timeout as Doolittle able to walk off somewhat on his own power as he's being looked at on the sidelines. Chance of a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Couldn't get it to fall. Did Munyong. And so your score, 44-38. Indians drive inside. That shot no good. Offensive putback no good. So had 2 looks at it that time for point-blank range to the Indians. Just could not get the ball to fall. Munyong wants the 3. That one halfway down, no good. And we've got a foul on the rebound, and this is going to go against the Indians. Wow. Like it was over the back that time.
Keep working, Shamar. Keep working.
But instead, the foul called on Shamar Brown, and the big board says that's his third. Munyong goes inside. Had his shot partially blocked by Brown. Good job by Brown, even though picking up his third foul, staying aggressive defensively. And now here come the Indians on the other end. Indians all out of sorts offensively. Now wanting to go to work on the offensive end. This is Carroll with it. Now works it over to Shamar Brown. Brown dribbling over. Wants the long three. It's off the mark. No good. The Indians just not taking good shots right now on the offensive side of the floor. And the ball out of bounds, so Shelton turns it back over.
Green.
So the Indians with it now, working on the offensive end. Inside they go. Wants to turn around, challenges the big man. Shot was partially blocked. Then the Indians nearly take it away, but the ball took a friendly hop back into the hands of Munyung, and now here comes Shelton. 44-38, Shelton with the lead over the Indians. Drives right by the defender, goes inside, and the layup is good. Tried to draw the foul. Hobson did not do so. And the Indians want a timeout. Timeout on the floor. Shelton State has dominated over the last 5 minutes of play. They take an 8-point advantage. 46-38. We'll take the timeout and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Celebrate outrageous amounts of toppings with Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest. With the most cheese and now with the most toppings at the nation's best price. Create your favorite pizza starting at $6. Pay, then express pickup at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
And welcome back as we reset out the timeout. 46-38 is your score. ICC trailing Shelton State with 12:58 to go here in the second half. If you're just now joining us, the Lady Indians, boy, they dropped a heartbreaker in a great basketball game, 85-80 in overtime to the number 6 team in the country and the Lady Bucks of Shelton in our first game tonight. And here the Indians trail 46-38 to number 21 Shelton State in the nightcap. ICC has struggled to find anything consistent on the offensive end thanks to that tough defense out of Shelton State. Shamar Brown with it, drops it off, trying to drive baseline, nothing there. Man, this zone defense is killer. The length and the range of Shelton State causing the Indians a lot of problems here in the second half. Good second half adjustments on the part of the Bucks coaching staff. So Shelton with the basketball. Kirkwood with it, 4 seconds now, 3 seconds. Going to have to hurry. Deep NBA range three off the back iron, no good. And Shelton continues to dominate the boards here in the second half. Now here come the Bucks on the other end, wanting to push. And the ball taken away by Kirkwood, and that's going to be a foul whistled on Shelton State. And that was to stop the fast break. Coach Pate asking for the intentional foul. Not going to get in that situation. But once again, not necessarily a bad foul, although it is his third foul. Team third foul here in the second half, whistled on the Bucks. 2:22 to play. ICC needs to find some baskets. They have been ice cold from the floor the last few trips down, and then the Bucks take it away. 3-on-1 opportunity here for Shelton State. They drop it off, and a travel. Boy, the Indians dodge a big-time bullet there as the pass was a little low. Extra steps by Sanders that time, and the Indians catch a break. So coming up on 12 minutes of play, ICC need the basket in a big way. They trail 46-38 here to Shelton State. Shelton throwing a lot of different looks at the Indians defensively. Jadakiss Williams with the basketball, wanted to drive inside, lost the handle on it. Dangerous pass, nearly taken away by the Bucks. Williams gets it back now. Inside they go to Hobson. Hobson's shot is up off the front iron, no good, and there's a foul. So Hobson will head to the free throw line for a pair of free throws here. Points with the clock stopped could be big this early on for the Indians. As we said, they are just going ice cold from the floor. Hobson with 5 points. 3 of those coming here in the second half. Have substitutions for both teams coming into this next opportunity. So Hobson with a 2-shot opportunity, making sure they get all the sweat off the floor where Hobson fell. A freshman out of Hooker to the free throw line. And the first one, short iron, no good. Checking into the contest here for the Indians. That's Anthony Diggins for the Indians. Looks like Pitts and Bowen will check in here for the Bucks. So a second chance coming up here for Hobson. Let's get the towel in the game, and the manager for the basketball team getting a round of applause. And the second free throw was good for Hobson. He now has 6 points in the game. ICC finally finds the basket, and they trail 46-39. So Shelton with the basketball, looking to go to work here on the offensive side of the floor. Three-pointer on its way. It's good. Big basket. That stripped down the floor. The second three-pointer of the night for Lancaster. His first points in the second half makes it a 10-point contest. Largest lead of the night here for the Bucks. Indians with the basketball. Need a basket in a big way. Three-pointer high, arching, halfway down. No, but there's Hobson with the rebound and put back. Hobson starting to heat up here for the Indians. He's got 8 points. Makes it a 49-41 contest. Shelton wanting to be a little bit more patient on the offensive end this trip down. Man-to-man defense out of the Indians, trying to go baseline. Picks up a dribble, now sets it back up top. And there's going to be a foul away from the ball maybe, or a foul on the drive that time. It was on the floor. That foul's going to be on Diggins, and that's going to be his second.
Stay down. No. Yeah.
So Shelton throws it in bounds, and it's taken away by the Indians. Diggins takes it away, now wanting to go coast to coast, drops it off to Champ, inside to Williams. Williams pump fakes, goes underneath, and gets the basket. Here come the Indians. Big basket there for Jadakiss Williams, his 8th point of the night, and makes it a 49-43 contest with 10:24 to play here in the second half. And that's a foul away from the basketball, as Jadakiss Williams just had a bear hug.
He got a release and then get back around.
So you hear Coach Robin Porter coaching him up that time, and that's what we said. Jadakiss still trying to adjust to this level of play. Picks up his 4th foul. He will check out. Checking in will be Miller.
He's going to be all right. He's just a freshman.
Part of the learning phases here early on. So 1-and-1 opportunity from the free throw line. The first one's up, no good. Rebound is tipped around. And Shelton just battling the boards, missed 2-point blank range shots. And then somehow Diggins came out with that rebound there, and he's fouled. And that will be the 5th team foul. 13 whistled on the foul. That was Bowen, his 2nd foul. So ICC will roll this one in. Indians trail at 49-43. There's 10 minutes and 8 seconds to play. The ball taken away. Just a bad pass that time by the Indians. Telegraphed where it goes. Good anticipation on the part of Heath.
Travel.
And there's a foul on the shot attempt. That foul whistled on Diggins, so back-to-back fouls now whistled on Diggins will be his 3rd. And Diggins will head to the free throw, or excuse me, no, this will be number 3, Pitts, heading to the free throw line, looking for his first points of the evening. More sweat being wiped off the floor here. ICC trailing 49-43, 9:59 to go here in the second half. Substitution getting set to check in here for the Indians after this first free throw, and that one the iron unkind for Pitts. In for the Indians, number 5 Kirkwood, number 23 Doolittle. Out for ICC, Diggins, and number 3 Carroll for ICC. So waiting the second free throw and the iron kind on that one as it danced around and found its way home. First points of the night for Pitts. Makes it a 50-43 contest. 9:55 to go here in the second half. ICC trailing Shelton State. Indians with the basketball. This is going to be Kirkwood with it. Inside they go. Williams turnaround shot. No, the tip. Yes. That was Hobson with his 10th point of the game. A big-time play there for the young man out of Hooka. Makes it a 5-point contest, 50-45. The Indians not going quietly into the ninth. And a reach-in foul whistled here on ICC.
Move your feet.
That foul's going to be whistled on Kirkwood. And that's going to be the 9th foul on the Indians. Only 5 have been called so far in the second half on Shelton State. So the next foul on the Indians will put Shelton in the double bonus. 1-and-1 opportunity here. First free throw from Lancaster is good. He's got 12. Makes it a 6-point contest. 9:23 to play. Waiting the second free throw. It's on its way, and that one true. Pair of makes that time for Lancaster. He's got 13 points to lead all scorers in the contest. ICC trailing it 52-45. Doolittle with the basketball, looking to go to work. Dribbles over on the right wing. Stumbles for a second, now recollects himself. Works over to Kirkwood, inside they go to Hobson. Hobson's shot is up and good. Hobson starting to take over here for the Indians. He has a team-high 12 points. And ICC trying to fight their way back into this one. They trail 52-47, 8:53 to play.
Under the screen. They're driving. Under.
And so Shelton with the basketball. Three-pointer on its way. Rattles in and out, no good. And the rebound ripped down that time by Miller. Now here come the Indians. Doolittle driving inside, out of control, kicks it out. Three-pointer on its way, off the mark, no good. Boy, that would have been a big basket there for the Indians. Instead, now trying to get out in transition. Shot blocked. But a foul. That foul whistle on number 15, Champ. The shot was blocked by Hobson. That's only the second foul whistled on Rance Champ.
Keep fighting, White! Keep fighting!
That free throw was good. 53-47 now. Lancaster making 3 straight. And the iron unkind for that one. Commentators Jinx coming in strong. He has 14 points. And ICC trails it 53-47. Tough defense out of Shelton. Boy, they've got a lot of length to cause some problems out of this zone, matchup type zone defense. Kirkwood wants to work off the screen. The lane opens up for him. The jumper on his way, bouncing around, no good. Rebound tipped out. Kirkwood gets it back, goes inside, layup is good. Nice job by Kirkwood staying with it. He's got his 7th point of the night. 53-49 is the score in favor of Shelton. The shot is no good, and the Indians get the rebound. Now here comes ICC. Trying to go on a little run of their own. Into the corner they go. This is Champ. Three-pointer on its way. Off the mark. No good. Well off the mark that time. And now there's a great play. Hustling back that time by Rance Champ. Didn't give up on the play because he missed his shot. Made the play defensively and got the ball back for the Indians. So ICC wants to slow it down. Champ with the basketball. Swings it back up top. Three-pointer. No good. The iron just did not want any of that one as it was halfway down. Bounced out. And Shelton State wants to slow it down now. 7 minutes and 5 seconds to play now. 53-49. Shelton, the number 21 team in the country, leading the Indians with 7 minutes to play. ICC falls back into 2-3 zone. So working around the perimeter is Shelton being patient now, working with 5 seconds on the shot clock, driving inside, reverse layup, and a foul. Well, good job by the Indians, forcing a difficult shot with 3 seconds left on the shot clock, but unfortunately the Indians bailed him out with a foul, and this will send number 3 Pitts to the free throw line, where he's 1 of 2 this evening. Free throw is good. He's got 2 points. 54-49 is the score, 6:47 and counting. Second free throw is good as well. 3 points for Pitts. Checking into the contest here for the Indians. Jadakiss Williams will check back in. He checks in with 4 fouls. Indians trail this one 55-49 with 6:43 to play. And that's going to be a bumping foul whistle there on Pitts. So that foul whistle on Pitts. Next foul will put the Indians at the free throw line. 55-49, ICC trailing Shelton. Doolittle with the basketball for the Indians. Working around the perimeter are the Indians. Tough defense in this matchup zone by Shelton, and the long arms of Magnon slaps it away, and then Williams slaps the ball away out of bounds. Last touch by the Indians. Well, Magnon being in the middle of that zone really causes some problems because he can cover an extra 5 or 6 inches. You're not used to somebody covering, being at 6'10". Inside the paint, we have a foul and a holding call. And that's going to be it for Jadakiss Williams. What a tough break by Jadakiss that time. He was trying to fight through a screen, and they called him with his 5th foul.
And that's 10 fouls, right?
So it'll be 2 free throws coming up here from Magnon. Tough break there for Jadakiss. He was trying to fight through a screen after being held. That free throw is no good, so we call that a guilty conscience free throw. So Williams will foul out tonight with 8 points. Second free throw is good. 9 points now for Magnon. So the Indians trail it 56-49. Needed a basket this trip down the floor in a big way. Inside they go to Hobson. Hobson bops it off. Layup is no good. The iron remains unkind here for the Indians as we enter the final stretch of the second half. Inside 6 minutes to play. 56-49. Indians trailing Shelton State. Magnon goes inside. The Indians called for a foul. Anytime Magnon touches the basketball, the Indians have been whistled for a foul, especially by the official on the far side of the floor. So the Indians getting the business here in Fulton. So Magnon to the line is off the mark, no good. Well, the saving grace for the Indians tonight has been the lack of ability to shoot free throws. Second free throw is up, in, and good, so he's able to make 1 of 2 that trip down. He now has 10 points in the contest. Shelton starting to pull away a little bit here. 5:45 remaining. 57-49 is the score. Hobson with the basketball, wanting to drive baseline. Take it away nicely defensively that time. Swinging around now. This is going to be number 15, Champs, driving inside. He's hit and fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul going to be whistled on Magnon. Said it got him with the body that time. Looked like a pretty clean block on my end. But that's going to be the 4th foul whistled on Magnon. And we'll have a substitution coming in here for ICC. Free throw is on its way and good. Champ with his 3rd point of the night. Indians trail by 7, 5.5 to play here in the contest. Second free throw, and that one's good. Champ now with 4 points. Substitution getting set to come into the game here. Are they going to allow the substitution? Yes, they are, because it was a made free throw. So Magnon will check out. Checking into the game now is Bowen. The Indians coming out in a press. And they call it double dribble on Shelton. I did not see it. And when I say I did not see it, unless he dribbled it once, picked up the ball, and then dribbled down the floor, I did not see that at all. So a break there for the Indians after that questionable call. ICC with the basketball, trailing by 7. Coming up on 5 minutes to play here in the contest. Driving baseline, nothing there. Three-pointer on its way, yes! Big three-pointer knocked down by Brown. He's got 5 points in the game, and the Indians down by 3, 57-54. Inside 5 minutes to play. This one's still in doubt. So Shelton with the basketball, looking to drive inside, kicks it into the corner, spot up three-pointer on its way. Good. Big answer by Heath. That's his second three-pointer. He's got 11 points in the contest. Big answer on the other end by Shelton. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take it with them. ICC trailing 60-54, 4:39 to play.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Celebrate outrageous amounts of toppings with Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest. With the most cheese and now with the most toppings at the nation's best price. Create your favorite pizza starting at $6. Pay, then express pickup at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
And welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. ICC trailing 60-54, 4:39 to play here in the second half. Been a wild night of basketball here in Fulton. The Lady Indians fall 85-80 in overtime to the number 6 ranked Lady Bucks of Shelton State. The Indians trailing the number 21 ranked Shelton State Bucks 60-54 with 4:39 to play here. Can the Indians rally? Try to earn a split tonight here in Fulton against two nationally ranked programs out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So Itawamba with the basketball, trying to go to that high-low set. This is Kirkwood with it. Once again, that zone defense, the long, rangy team that is Shelton has caused the Indians some problems in this 2-3 zone. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Ranch Champ steps by the defender. Three-pointer, yes! Big three-point basket knocked down that time. A delay of game called on Diggins. A warning on Diggins. That's the 7th point of the game, though, however, for Champ. And the Indians trail once again by 3, 60-57. 4:05 left to play here in regulation. We've already had one overtime tonight. Will we have another? Drive to the basket. Layup is up in and good. Boy, I'll tell you what, I have been impressed with Crawford over the last few minutes of this contest, taking over the game and putting the team on his shoulders. Ball is loose on the floor, and Shelton had it, lost it, and the Indians get it back. Driving inside, layup is good. Here come the Indians, now trailing 62-59. Diggins with his 4th point of the night. And Shelton wants to slow it down a little bit, try to get a good possession this trip down the floor. Driving inside, ball taken away, and a foul on the Indians. That foul whistle on Shamar Brown, and we'll have a pair of free throws coming up here for the Bucks. Substitution coming in the game. This is going to be Manyong. He'll have to wait for this next free throw, and it is a 2-shot opportunity. Excuse me, that clock was actually trying to whistle that was his 5th foul. Grant. Second free throw is no good. And we got a timeout on the floor. We're going to take the timeout with them. We'll be back with more right after this.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC.
welcome back out of the timeout as we reset here. The Indians had to burn the timeout as the free throw was good. It's 63-59. That was the 5th foul of the game on Shamar Brown as he fouled out with 5 fouls. Indians with the basketball. Ball fake, rolls inside, shot is up, count the basket. Diggins, little acrobatic shot, and it falls. And a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way here, and man, what a big basket there. The Indians can make it a 1-point game. They've trailed as much as 10 here in the second half. Still a lot of time to play with 3:04 left in the contest. Free throw on its way, good. We've got a 1-point contest, 63-62. Shelton with the lead and the basketball. Drive inside, shot denied. Oh, they call a foul. Oh, that hurts. That foul whistled on Kirkwood. A great play by Kirkwood. A late whistle will send Shelton to the free throw line. It's almost as if we're playing in Tuscaloosa tonight, as that free throw is no good. We're waiting the second free throw here, and it's good. Crawford with his 10th point of the night. A big make there. Now makes it a 2-point contest. 2:50 to play. 64-62. ICC trailing number 21 Shelton State. Doolittle with the basketball. Works over to Kirkwood. Kirkwood wants to work off a screen. Looking to drive inside, knifing inside, shot too hard. And then the ball nearly taken away by Diggins. 2.5 to play. 64-62. Shelton with the basketball and the lead. Indians in a man-to-man defense here. Shelton wants to back it out now, working with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Setting a screen for Crawford. Pull-up jumper on his way. Yes, Crawford has been impressive. 12 points, 9 of them coming here in the second half. Makes it a 4-point contest. 2 minutes to play. ICC trailing 66-62. Doolittle with the basketball. Wants to work off a screen. Nicely done that time by Crawford to jump atop of it and force him to reset. Doolittle drops it to the baseline. Nothing there. Swings it around. NBA range 3. Off the mark. No good. Not close that time for the Indians. Credit the defense of Shelton State to force that bad shot deep in the shot clock. 1:30 to play. ICC trailing 66-62. Once again, Shelton's going to back this thing out as long as they can. Put it on the shoulders of Crawford. Crawford wanting to work one-on-one. 5 seconds now. They go inside to Mignon, and the ball's out of bounds. And it will stay with Shelton on the baseline with 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Still got 3 timeouts.
They're going to lob it inside. The ball is taken away, and ICC gets it now. Indians want to hurry. A 2-on-1 opportunity. Layup is no good. Tough break there from the Indians, but ICC hustles down the ball. Hobson literally slid about 20 foot after getting after the basketball. Great hustle by Hobson. Driving inside, kicking in the corner. Kirkwood drives inside. Pump fake, shot's no good. Gets his own rebound, but then snatched away by Shelton. Oh, man, tough break there for the Indians. Could not get the ball to find its way home. So ICC may have to start thinking about fouling in this situation. 35 seconds to play. They trail by 4. Crawford just yo-yoing it to himself. Now works it around to Mignon. And he's going to be fouled. Not a bad foul. Not a bad foul if you're Diggins. If you're ICC, that might be who you want to go to the free throw line. Mignon, 6'10". He is 2 of 6 from the free throw line tonight with 26.8 seconds to play. First free throw, back iron, no good. Second free throw on its way, and that one no good. Rebound over the back.
We're good. We're good. We're good. Take your
And so now the Indians will come down the floor, a chance to get points with the clock stopped. These are going to be big here for the Indians. If you left this game early, my oh my, you have missed an exciting finish to this one. ICC to the line here for a 1-and-1 opportunity, as this is going to be Kirkwood to the line. And the first free throw from Kirkwood is good. He's got 8. Big make there for Kirkwood. Makes it a 3-point game now. Awaiting the second on its way. And it's good. Kirkwood nails them both. He's got 9 points, 60-second timeout. ICC trails at 66-64 with 26.2 seconds to play. We'll take the timeout. Be back with more right after this.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Celebrate outrageous amounts of toppings with Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest. With the most cheese and now with the most toppings at the nation's best price. Create your favorite pizza starting at $6. Pay, then express pickup at Little Caesars.
Pizza. And welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. Your score, 66-64. ICC trailing number 21 Shelton State with 26.2 seconds to play. ICC will go for the steal, then you think they might try to go for the foul. As the Indians try to get it inbounds, and it is going to be a foul on the inbounds pass as Kirkwood was going for the steal, and this will send Shelton State to the free throw line on the other end with 24.8 seconds to play. That foul whistled on number 5.
Hey, box out, talk about it. Talk about it, the line.
And the first free throw is good for Sanders.
Box out.
Awaiting the second free throw here. And it's no good. Rebound, though, to Munyong. Big rebound there. The Indians tried to foul and finally do. Man, Munyong just came out of nowhere and grabbed that rebound, and he'll head to the free throw line. And that's going to be the 5th foul of the night on Diggins. And so he will foul out of the contest with 7 points with 21.7 seconds to play. 5 of those points coming in the second half. The third Indian to foul out tonight. Free throw is good for Munyong. He's got 11. No Buck is fouled out tonight. As we said, this game feels like it's been played in Tuscaloosa the way this one's been called. Awaiting the second free throw from Munyong. It's off the mark, no good. And another rebound for Shelton State. Credit Shelton. They've got the rebounds when they needed them the most, and the Indians stood around looking that time. And that's going to be a foul whistled on number 23. That's going to be the first foul whistled on Doolittle. And Shelton State have put this thing away because the Indians just cannot get a rebound off free throws. Lancaster, who has a team-high 14 points, now 15, makes the first free throw. This next one's going to be big here. And he gets it. Makes it a 6-point contest, so at best the Indians, if they can pull off a miracle, can get a pair of three-pointers in the final 16 seconds to tie it and force it to overtime. Doolittle with the basketball. Going to try to drive inside. His shot is up, no good. Rebound, and that's going to do it. Indians foul, but with 7.8 seconds left to play, Shelton State will escape with another victory tonight here in Fulton. And I tell you what, both the Lady Bucks and the Bucks will admit they earned a pair of wins tonight in Fulton. So this will be Heath going to the free throw line. He's got 11 points tonight. A chance to stretch this one out to make the box score look a little bit more lopsided than it actually is. Free throw, however, no good. Well, that's going to be one thing Shelton wants to do when they get back to Tuscaloosa tomorrow is work on some free throws. Second one is good for Heath. He now has 12 points on the evening. ICC will rush it up the floor. This is going to be Brown to quickly try to get up the floor. Throws up a three-pointer on its way on, and it's good. A big basket there, and that's going to do it.
Your attention, please.
ICC falls by the final score of 71-67 is your final score. 71-67 is your final score. We'll take a break and be back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back one final time here in the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association broadcast booth. ICC falls 71-67 to Shelton State, the number 21 team in the country. Let's take a look at some highlights being brought to you by Little Caesars here in the Renaissance Bank postgame report as we take a look at tonight's Sonic stats. And let's start with the visiting Bucks of Shelton State. It was Lancaster with a team-high 16 points, actually a game-high 16 points. Then you have Brown with 2, Sanders with 10, 3 for Pitts, 12 for Heath, 2 for Bowen. Crawford, who had a very impressive second half, he finishes the night with 12 points, 9 of those coming in the second half. Manyong finished the game with 11. For ICC, it was Miller with 4. Kirkwood had 9, 11 points for Cartisco Brown. Williams fouled out with 6:21 left in the game with 8 points. Diggins had 7 points. He also fouled out with 21 seconds left in the game. Rance Champ had 7. Hobson had 12. Doolittle with 1. And Brown with 5. He also fouled out with 3:15 left in the game. ICC falls by the final score of 71-67. In the women's game this afternoon or this evening to start things off, ICC dropped a heartbreaker 85-80 in overtime to the number 6 team in the country. It was Shania Buford. Last week she had a career-high 29 points. Tonight she finished with a career-high 32 in the loss to the number 6 Lady Bucks of Shelton State. For ICC in the women's other scoring, it was Jenkins with a career-high 16 points. Wilson had 5, 6. That was Keely Wilson with 5, 6 for Kaylin Wilson, 8 points for Gandy. And it was Brownlee with 4. As ICC fell in the first game of the evening. You take a look at some of the first half highlights here. And moving into the second half highlights as well of the men's game, they fall by the final score of 71-67. ICC will be on the road next week. Where's my schedule? Apparently I don't have one. Coach, where are you going next week?
I think we go to Gadsden.
So it'll be Gadsden. I'll tell you what, we're trying to get out of here because of the weather. Visit letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.
Gadsden State.
Gadsden State on what day?
Tuesday.
So that'll be at Gadsden State on Tuesday. You'll want to visit letsgoicc.com to see if will be a broadcast or not, or for more information. That's going to do it here tonight here from Fulton. We'll take a break, we'll call it a night here as that's going to wrap it up. So we'll see you next time, folks, here on letsgoicctv.com.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.